A Danish man sued his Thai wife or Thai partner not once but twice, and he won the second court case. The man visited Thailand for the first time after his wife passed away back in December 2018. So he met a Thai lady and they planned to start their life together in Isan. He transferred money worth over 5 million baht or about 170,000 US dollar to buy for a car and to build a home. So both of those assets were put under his Thai wife's name. Now you won't believe where and how he met his Thai partner. And is this like some kind of new trend or hobby for a Western guy to come here and hook up with or marrying to these type of Thai families? Let me know. Now imagine yourself doing the same things in your home country. Is that going to get you into a lot of trouble? Do you think you can get all of your money back or half of it back, even in your own country? And then imagine what would happen to this man in Thailand. Now let's check out the story of how this Danish man got some of his money as well as his assets back, and does Thai law give foreigners zero right? So let's check it out. So the story of how this man met his ex-Thai partner or Thai wife. So the man or the Danish man was on a holiday. He came with his friend. The friend had a Thai wife and they went to Hua Hin back in December of 2018. So while he was on holiday with his friend in Hua Hin, the Danish man struck up a friendship with this Thai woman working in a beer bar. So if you don't know what's a beer bar, that's where people go to drink beer, hence the name. But in Thailand, it's not like just your regular beer bar for drinking beer. You can also get like a female friend working in the bar to join you, and you would pay her to drink, or you buy her a drink in exchange for her time. That's where and that's how he met her, in a beer bar. Now, before we start talking about the court cases and the lawsuit and how the relationship ended, here's how everything started. He took her out the beer bar and paid the bar to take her out. The two went to another Thai province for a holiday. The Danish man eventually went back to Denmark but came back to Thailand about a month and a half later. And this time, the same Thai lady took him to see his mother, or her mother, in Buriram in Isan. It's a province in the east of Thailand. So he stayed in Thailand this time for another 3 months. He paid the Thai woman 25,000 baht per month for her to stop working in the beer bar, because if she keep working in that place, she would end up meeting other men, because that's her job. Their relationship ended in February 2020, just a little over 1 year after they first met. So during that time, the Danish man transferred 3 million baht to the Thai lady to build a house on her mother's land, and another 1.7 million baht to buy a car. So the home was completed in February 2020. There was a housewarming party, which is kind of normal here, and that lasted 24 hours with 200 to 300 people, which in my opinion is huge. To me, 200 to 300 people seem like the entire neighborhood came for the free food. That's like more of like a wedding to me. So anyway, so the Danish man questioned the event. Days after that, the relationship went south. The Danish man saw the building materials from his new home being used on the Thai woman's mother property, and then he questioned that, and there was a argument about what was happening. So the Thai woman told him to leave, as she reminded him that everything was under her name, the car, the house, and they belonged to her. Okay, now the lawsuit. There were 2 lawsuits. So the first lawsuit, and it was to claim for the car, not the house. When the lawyer of the woman, of his ex-woman partner, denied him that, the Danish man's lawyer withdrew the first case and started a second case claiming the full separation of the home, asking for 50% of the 5.7 million baht plus interest since the breakup. His ex-Thai partner denied him any return of the money as well as the assets. So the Thai woman claimed that the car and the house was given as gifts of affection. Since they were not married, the Danish man do not have the right to those assets. However, the judge in Buriram court did not saw it the same as the Thai woman. And so here's what I think is very interesting here. The court stated that the couple entered a common law marriage and lived together as husband and wife, even though not really long. The Danish man transferred money to her bank account for the materials needed for the house and to buy the car. Now, in order to divide the assets, the house needs to be teared down and sell the materials, and they have to sell the car, then split the money. The Danish man is entitled for 50% of the share of the assets based on the common law relationship, which is roughly about 900,000 baht. He's entitled to that, even though he spent like 5.7 million baht for everything. Now, the judge proposed a solution. The Thai woman is to keep the house built on her mother's land, and the man is to keep the car. Otherwise, the judge explained that the court might have to order the tearing down of the home or its removal from the land to sell the materials for money, as well as selling the car and split the money 50%. The judge made it clear that such a proposal would be the best interest of the Thai woman to accept. Now, the Thai woman was in tears. She didn't want to do it. She wanted the Danish man to come back to live with her, but eventually the Thai woman accepted the deal. So what this case highlights is that the court ruling in Buriram, which was negotiated into a deal before it became a ruling, as a widespread belief that foreign men or foreigners in Thailand have no rights. Also, the widespread belief if the marriage between a foreigner and a Thai person inside Thailand has not been properly registered, then the Thai woman can walk away as the owner of all of the couple's assets registered in her or his name in case of the relationship should break up. The judge here in this particular case appeared to accept that the common law marriage was equal to a registered marriage. Now, one critical point is that the case was decided on a voluntary agreement suggested by the judge, and it was not decided by the court, so there was no judgment given. Because let's say if there was a judgment, the Thai woman could still appeal and go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court can issue a judgment. And yeah, apparently they have Supreme Court in Thailand too. Who knows? I want to know what you think about this particular story or case. Do you think it was 100% fault to the Danish man for being too trusty to someone he met for maybe a year and sending them so much money? Or is it 100% fault to the Thai woman for thinking it belongs to her as they were in her name even though she didn't pay for them? Or is it both of them fault? And also, who won the case? Is it the Thai woman won or the Danish man won? Also, is this a trend for Western men to be hooking up with women working in the beer bars? Or so yeah, leave your comment or thought in the comment section below. Now, if you watch all the way here, chances are you like my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe for more videos about Thai women or other Thailand related stuff. If you want to watch more Thai women related videos, click it on the top here. If you want to watch other Thai related videos, click on the side here somewhere. Also, check out my book about Thailand. There is a link in the description below.